Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Kinninigan. It's just an update. It's very hot in Philadelphia today, like with the humidity. It feels like close to 100 degrees outside, and I don't have an air conditioner in this window yet because it's not summertime. I'm in a row home, and I'm not putting an air conditioner in the window until it's actually summer, and the weather's supposed to go back down. Like it was cold the other night. Then today we're in a humidity bubble. My cats. I need to go to the store. Who wants to go to the store for me? I think I need cigarettes. I always need cigarettes. I'm gonna have to go outside. Uh oh. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind the heat. It's the humidity. Um, yeah. I'm sure all my subs in Florida are laughing at me, but hey, I don't live in Florida. Let me see you Floridians come up to Philly when it's 0 degrees outside and we're walking on ice. Yeah, welcome to the. We actually get 4 seasons here. It's either hot or cold. So I'm not. I told people I was going to be doing a lecture on Cynocephaly. I did not forget. I cannot do a lecture today. It's too friggin' humid. I can't think straight. I need cigarettes. So if anyone wants to support the channel, I'd appreciate it. Anything would help. Um, I might even have to go to the store and get a bag of ice because I've been using a lot of ice for the past 2 days. Not only that, but I do have a desktop. It's not an air conditioner. One of my subs mailed it to me about 2 years ago. It's a desktop cooling unit. It plugs in with a USB wire. You pour water in the bottom and you stick it in the freezer, which is what I did. And you plug it in and it blows cold air on you. It works. I got it on right now, so it's not that bad. I'm just trying to yeah, it's tough to. I can't even think straight. So anyway, but as a preview, we're we got a video I need to decode. Yeah, is this AI or is this legit?
Video carries a very specific timestamp.
Let me turn the sound down. 1993 videotape of Dogman, Cynocephaly. Holy crap, we just don't have one, there's 6 of them. And if you notice something about their bodies, they do not look like the dogmen that people run into in the woods. That's what I tell people. They're not recorded that way throughout history. Marco Polo, Christopher Columbus. Now, I will say one thing about this video, going back to the beginning. Did you see those? Here, let me. Yes, it's very possibly AI. I understand that, but do you see these? They're not pyramids. Those are actually. They look like housing structures that are actually built in villages in Africa, places like Cameroon. They're shaped that way because they figured out an ingenious way talking about how hot it is today in Philly. Um, they thermo-cool their huts, and they're pyramid shaped. And those I can't say there's a word for them in Africa, but those are what actual like village housing village like I guess you would call them houses actually look like in certain parts of Africa. And I don't know where this video is from. Supposedly it was taken on a videotape in 1993, April 24. I don't know. It could be AI, but the other interesting thing about these dogmen or cynocephaly, they're not like the dogmen that are spotted in the woods. That's something totally different. Dogman or these have bodies, and if it is AI, this is very interesting because I actually found villages in Africa that have depictions of humanoids with loincloths on, holding spears, and that's what they have loincloths on. And you'll notice their bodies look very much like what a Neanderthal's body would look like. They're not hairy. I mean, they have fuzz on them. They do have hair. You see the spots of hair on them, but they're not like fully. They're not like a bear or like the dog man with the big plush tails. I think this one has a tail. I could be wrong, and that's part. So, and not only that, but I've got other. I finally found the journals of Marco Polo when he encounters them. And I'm telling you right now, the dog men are actually connected to the Canaanites And who is the Canaanite god of child sacrifice? That is Molech. This race of Cynocephaly goes all the way back to the 12 tribes of Israel in the Old Testament of the Bible, known as Canaan. And the supposed Canaanites that the Jews ran into that were into child sacrifice of all things. Gee, how does the... yeah, they were against it then. Yeah. So I found out, and I also might have some theories on what the Cynocephaly actually were or may be. This video might be AI, but it's still pretty interesting. So that's kind of all for my update. You never know what I'm going to come up with on my channel. Thanks to my sub D877 who sent this to me. She said it could be AI, maybe not, but those dwellings are pretty legit for African. Let me go back to them. And actually, the other day I pulled up pictures of what houses look like in Cameroon. And Cameroon, in case you don't know, borders the Congo. If there's going to be any ancient species of Cynocephaly walking around the earth, it's going to be around this part of Africa. This part of Africa also supposedly has the Jaboyjafai, which is the giant spiders. Mokembe Beke. I'm saying all these, I'm butchering all these words. Yeah, the dinosaur from Mokembe Beke. Also the giant snakes, the Billy Bob, the dangerous carnivorous chimpanzees from the Congo. So yeah, and that's part of where the actual mythology of the Cynocephaly comes from, northern Africa. Although Cameroon is in middle Africa, actually. That's mainly because northern Africa has been conquered in modern times. Where Cynocephaly used to be is modern day Libya, just to give you an idea. So anyway, yeah, I didn't forget about this lecture about the Cynocephaly, and I said by doing this lecture, part of the side effect of this lecture is I'm going to actually tear apart the Tartaria psyop, because the Tartars are an actual race of humans who did exist, and the Tartars historically were said to employ the Cynocephaly to fight alongside with them. So did the Vikings. The Viking berserkers were Cynocephaly, and the Canaans with Hannibal. They were Cynocephaly. The Canaanite god of child sacrifice, we'll be talking about Molech. And it's quite possibly that these Cynocephaly, yes, did steal human babies and sacrifice them in ancient times on Canaanite blood altars. Guess where there's a Canaanite blood altar at? In the United States, on a place called Jekyll Island, where the Rothschilds built a house to build a house over the Canaanite blood altar, where they had their meeting, which was an occult ritual in which they found the Federal Reserve Bank in the 1900s. And yeah, so I'm going to give you some American history, some biblical history, and some real history on these Cynocephaly that you're not going to find anywhere. I've been researching them for quite a few years, actually, so this isn't something that I just came up with. But I lost multiple YouTube channels, and I lost all my videos on the Cynocephaly. I did quite a few live streams on them, and I had to go back through all my old videos to see what I covered and what I didn't cover, and so I'm just going to redo it. And I got a lot more information this time. So that's all for my update. It's hot today. I'm just going to try to relax. I'm not. You want to buy me ice cream? The ice cream truck comes around. I'm not joking. Ice cream, I think they're like $3 or $4 now. Macy likes ice cream. She likes the custard. She'll lick the cone for a little bit if it's vanilla. I don't give my cats chocolate, but yeah. She's the only one that's doing bad in the heat. Macy is not a hot weather cat. She's a Siberian forest cat. I finally found out, or Norwegian forest cat. Dougal likes the heat, so he's out laying in the window sunbathing. Black cat laying in the sun. Yeah, he's a desert cat. He's a house panther. Panthers live in the jungle. Come on, they love the humidity. Macy, she does it. So. But the basement's nice and cool. She goes down there. So they'll be all right. About to move my computer down the basement. No, I'm not doing that. It actually is. It's about 20 degrees cooler down there. Anyway, any questions or comments, leave them below. If you can support the channel, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo's all in the description. Don't worry, we'll watch this video. I might even just do this video in a separate video and just tell you what I think of it. But for the time being, yeah. Um, if this says AI, this is pretty impressive. They were known as warriors. This guy has a spear. They have loincloths, which is how they were depicted by Marco Polo. Now, this could be AI, but hey, I mean, it's some pretty better shit than it's coming out of Hollywood. I'll tell you that. And whoever made, if it is AI, whoever did it knows their African, especially with the houses that are behind them. These. I'll also be pulling up some pictures of what the tribes around Cameroon and stuff like that. They make actual dwellings that look like that. That was the word I was looking for earlier. Dwellings. And yeah, they do look like that. And that looks like savanna grass where they're walking around in. Anyway, any questions or comments, leave them below. If you can support the channel, all the links are in the description. Take care and God bless.